Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Friday, December 30th, 2022. We're about to do an in-depth planetary puja, and we're going to be using the chart of now based on my current location in the state of New Mexico in the USA. This will be our last planetary puja for the year, as this is a Monday through Friday program. So I'll see you again next year. So my name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess, and also an AstroVed astrologer. And I'm very happy to be hosting this program and continuing to host it Monday through Friday in 2023. Dr. Pillai has explained the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with all of them. And in doing this puja, we are inviting the blessings of these divine light beings to flow into our lives and into our world. To do the puja, I'm using a South Indian style layout of the chart. This is the chart for today in my local area at this particular time. Each of the little 12 boxes you see represents a particular zodiac sign. I have drawn this chart in chalk on a little blackboard that's on a side table, which is where I'm going to perform the puja. I also have a container of water. I have a lit tea light. I have an incense stick. I have a bowl of flower petals. I have a bell, and I have a small raisin that I'm going to use during the puja. To start the puja, I'll take some of the water and dip the ring finger of my right hand in it a few times and sprinkle drops of water on all four sides of the blackboard chart. I'm sprinkling some water on the top of my own head and sending a few drops of water out into space towards all of you to symbolically purify you, so that whether you're watching it live or later on a replay, we are all participating in the puja with a sense of being purified for it. Now, I'm going to invoke Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles. Om Shring Gam, Om Shring Gam, Om Shring Gam. I ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja. And I ask him to remove all obstacles in the lives of all of you, in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of your life. I ask him to remove obstacles for all of us, now and always. And I thank him for his help with this. Now I do a short Tamil chant, asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. I ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. I thank Saint Gnanasamunda for teaching this chant, and I'm grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now we're going to honor the various time elements that are active right now in my local area. We start with the planet that rules the day. Today is Friday, ruled by Venus. I will put flower petals on Venus as I honor Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Next, we honor the star that the moon is in. Right now, the moon is in a star called Revati. This is a star that can give energies for wealth. It's also a star associated with pets, if you have animals, helping to take care of them. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. The moment we are in the 9th waxing moon in my area, which is called Navami in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Navami Devye Namaha. Om Navami Devye Namaha. Om Navami Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that's ruling the hour. At the moment, that is Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Now we invoke the yoga and the karana. For these time elements, Dr. Pillai said we would not use flower petals. We would just say their names 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Parika, which has energies of obstruction. Parika, Parika, Parika. And the karana that's active right now is one called Balava, which has energies that are spiritual. Balava, Balava, Balava. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. We look for this sign that is the ascendant, represented here with the AC. This is the sign coming up on the eastern horizon right now in my local area. And this is the sign of Damas, or Sagittarius. Dr. Pillai said we would start this part of the puja by honoring the planet that rules the ascendant sign. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. I'm going to put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Then, starting in the ascendant sign, we're going to honor the various planets, starting here in the ascendant and then going around the chart in a clockwise direction. Today in Sagittarius is the sun. I start with honoring the sun and put flower petals on him. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Today, Saturn is in a star called Purva Ashada. This is a star that can give us blessings to help us discern what is right for us and what is wrong for us. We ask this star for its blessings, and I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Purva Ashadaye Namaha. Om Purva Ashadaye Namaha. Om Purva Ashadaye Namaha. Purva Ashada star is ruled by a deity called Apis. This is a goddess who's a deified form of water. She can give blessings for purification. We ask her blessings, and I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Apasye Namaha. Om Apasye Namaha. Om Apasye Namaha. Purva Ashada star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we pause for a moment and reflect on Dhanus or Sagittarius, the most idealistic and noble-minded of all the zodiac signs, today containing the sun, which is our soul. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Venus and Mercury, who is retrograde, and Pluto and Saturn. Mercury, Venus, and Pluto are all in the same star, so I'm going to invoke all three of those planets before we honor the star. Mercury is retrograde today. He's heading backwards towards Sagittarius, but he's retrograde, so we will, and he's the closest right now to the boundary here, so we'll start with him first. We honor Mercury for being in Capricorn. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Next, we honor Venus for being in Capricorn. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor Pluto for being in Capricorn. Om Krum Krutankaya Namaha. Om Krum Krutankaya Namaha. Om Krum Krutankaya Namaha. Mercury, Venus, and Pluto are all in a star called Uttara Ashada. This is a star that can give long-lasting blessings for success. We ask this star to bless all of us, and I put the flower petals across Mercury, Venus, and Pluto. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Uttarshada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor Saturn for being in Capricorn. I put the flower petals on him. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Dhanishta. This is a star that can give blessings for prosperity, music, good reputation. We ask this star to bless all of us, and I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 light beings who each rule different spheres of existence. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on him. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Mercury, who is the planet of communication and business. Venus, planet of happiness and enjoyment of material plane comforts and beauty and the arts. Pluto, a planet that helps with rationality and science. And Saturn, planet that helps with patience, structure, compassion. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Neptune. We honor Neptune. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purva Bhadrapada. This is a star that can give blessings for work, charity, and purification. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhadrapada star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can give us blessings to help experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. We ask for his blessings, and I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhadrapada star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Aquarius, the zodiac sign that is the most humanitarian and service-oriented, today containing Neptune, planet that helps with our intuition and helps us to understand our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Jupiter and also the moon. We honor Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in a star called Uttara Bhadrapada. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that can help with business development. We ask this star to help all of us with business development and to help businesses on this planet to be conducted with integrity and fairness, and for them to flourish and prosper. Om Uttarabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Uttarabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Uttarabhajapadaye Namaha. Uttarabhajapada star is ruled by Ayurbundya, an archetype who can help to guard treasures and valuables. We ask him to guard our treasures and our valuables, including our treasure that is the earth itself. Om Arbundyaye Namaha. Om Arbundyaye Namaha. Om Arbundyaye Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Uttarabhajapada star, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on him. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Now, we honor the moon for being in Pisces. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon is in a star called Revati. This is a star that can help with wealth and travel. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Revati is ruled by an archetype called Pushan. He takes care of the cows of the gods. I guess he's the first cowboy in a way. And he also is someone who cares about animals. And if you have pets or you work with animals in any way, we ask him to bless all the animals that you work with, or the birds, etc. We honor Pushan. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Revati star is ruled by Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena, or Pisces, the most transcendental and metaphysical of all the zodiac signs, today containing Jupiter, a planet who helps with everything related to spirituality, and also a planet that can help with wealth and everything related to banking or legal matters. And the moon, which is our mind and our emotions. The moon helps us to become receptive to light, and the moon also enhances our intuition. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Misha, or Aries, which today contains Rahu and also Uranus, who is retrograde. Both of these planets are in the same star, so I will honor both planets before invoking the star. I start with Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, we honor Uranus, who is retrograde and extra powerful. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Rahu and Uranus are both in a star called Bharani. This is a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti or power. I put the flower petals across Rahu and Uranus. Om Barnihe Namaha. Om Barnihe Namaha. Om Barnihe Namaha. Barney's star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Barney's star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Excuse me, just a moment. Now we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha or Aries, a fire sign with very active energies. Today, containing Rahu, a planet that helps us to think outside the box and make friends with new technologies. And Uranus, planet that can help with success in life, higher intelligence, and astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Vrishabha or Taurus, which today contains Mars, who is retrograde. We honor Mars. I put the flower petals on him. Om, Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Rohini. This is a star of beauty, creativity, and prosperity. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Rohinihe Namaha. Om Rohinihe Namaha. Om Rohinihe Namaha. Rohini's star is ruled by Brahma, an archetype of creation and creativity. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Rohini's star is ruled by the moon. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Taurus, which is Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishabha or Taurus, an earth sign with very grounded energies and a great love of luxury and comforts. Today containing Mars, retrograde, extra powerful. Mars is a planet that likes to take practical action to solve problems that can be solved. He also has the energy of a warrior and a healer. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Vrishabha or Tula, is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. We honor Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Swati, This is a star symbolized as young shoots of plants blowing in the wind. This is a star that has energies of freedom and a bit of restlessness. Dr. Pillai says this star can give divine blessings. We ask this star to bless all of us, and I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, the archetype who rules the wind and the air element. Important for all of us so that we have good air to breathe. He's also the father of Hanuman. We ask his blessings for all of us. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Taurus, which is Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tulip or Libra, a zodiac sign with energies for balance, fairness, harmony, today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now I take a lit tea light and I hold it above the little blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and has the many piles of flower petals. And in the air, I circle the tea light above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction around the chart, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings we have just invoked. Now I take a lit incense stick and I pass that around the chart 3 times in the air in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light and a sweet fragrance. Now I take a bell to offer the element of sound. And finally, I take a little raisin, and in the air, I pass that above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction to offer something of the earth element through this little piece of fruit. I'll eat that later as a prasad, as a sacred, blessed food. Now I make prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them to send their positive blessings into the lives of all of us, our families, our friends, our colleagues, our neighbors, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, enlightened communities, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we can do very short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate your participation and your support. Right now, I can do a short question and answer period. If you have questions, you can post them in the chat, and I will do my best to try to answer them. Today is Friday, which means Ronnie will need the Zoom link for another program coming up. Evelyn is saying hi to Rara, asking how you are. Oh, I thought this was a question for me. Okay, they're just communicating in the chat with each other. Lovely, lovely. All right, checking the chat again. Not seeing any questions today. Thank you for being with us for the last Planetary Pooja of 2022. We will resume this program on Monday next year in 2023. Hope you all have a safe and joyous New Year's, enjoying time with perhaps family and friends, and just stay safe out there with the weather and drivers on the road and all of that. All right. Well, again, thank you all for being here. The light in me truly honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all. Namaste.